Getting into South Carolina, the first thing is Coach Spurrier. You know, if you really study Coach Spurrier and his track record and his history, it's really unbelievable. You know, not only what he was able to do at Duke, not only what he was able to do at Florida, and what he's been able to do at South Carolina. I think one of the things that's most impressive about Coach Spurrier is how he's evolved over time. I mean, you think about the offense that he ran at Florida, and now what he's really doing at South Carolina, it looks so much different, and he's just still finding ways to be successful in the most competitive football conference. So tremendous respect for Coach Spurrier and how he's done it. They got 12 of 22 starters returning. As we all know, they've recruited at a very high level there, so they got some guys that are stepping into jobs and doing a really good job. Defensive notes, got a lot of respect for Coach Ward, Lorenzo Ward. We see him a lot on the road recruiting in Atlanta. Does a great job. That area has been very important to them, as it is for us. 5 starters returning. They play a 4-3 defense. Very good at mixing up fronts and coverages. They're young and athletic at linebacker. They're talented on the defensive line. They have this guy, number 7. You guys might be familiar with him, Jadeveon Clowney, I think his name is. He's pretty good. Depth chart is loaded with veteran players playing a lot of different guys. Obviously up front, number 7, Jadeveon Clowney, 6'6", 274 pounds. I don't need to talk about him a whole lot. You guys know who he is. Free safety, number 20, TJ Gurley, does some really nice things on tape. Is leading the team in tackles with 20. Cornerback Jimmy Legree, returning starters, leading the team with 3 interceptions. So they're the things that stick out to us defensively. You know, offensively, they got co-coordinators in Steve Spurrier Jr. and Sean Elliott, but we all know Coach Spurrier is very involved with the offense, either very involved or calling the plays. They returned 6 starters there. Connor Shaw is a challenge. He's a veteran quarterback. And he's also got great mobility. You'll see a lot of his big plays come on the move, running around, making plays with his feet, extending plays and things like that. They got big play potential at running back. They got depth and speed at wide receiver. They average 323 pounds on the offensive line. They're a little bit unusual because they're bigger at tackle than guard. Typically, that's not the case. They're 341 pounds and 323 pounds at tackle, which typically people are bigger at guard than they are at tackle. But they got a big line.